Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
On August 8th, Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan are back to switch things up in Disney's Freakier Friday.
Totally, yes.
It's an absolute riot.
Woo!
And the only movie that can be described as
So much weirder than the last time. What last time?
it's the frequel
You ready?
we've been waiting for.
That absolutely slays.
What deeply out of touch old person came up with that?
You did.
Wow.
Don't miss the comedy event of the summer for all ages. Disney's Freakier Friday. In theaters August 8th. Get tickets now. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we are going to test ourselves. If you're ready to find out why, understand the truth into why you haven't received the life of your dreams, this is the episode for you. Make sure to listen all the way through, and at the very end, we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message so we can move forward throughout the day. I need to ask you this question, and you must answer it with truth. You must answer it with your heart. You must answer it with clarity, because if you don't, you're not lying to me. You're lying to yourself. You see, there's a calling, there's a purpose, there's a plan, there's a reality for you that is more. It's more love, more positivity, more joy, more abundance, more fulfillment, but you're blocking it. And you're blocking it because of this. Are you ready? How clear are you on your vision? How clear are you on the life that you want? How clear are you on the experience that you're looking for? How clear are you on how you want things to be? You see, if I was to get stuck in an elevator with you and I said, hey, tell me about your dreams, how quickly could you dive into them? How clearly could you explain to me the things that you desire? How concisely could you say, this is what I want my life to be? You see, if you don't have that crystal clear vision, how could it ever be created for yourself? You're confused because you're looking at your life and saying, why can't my bank account ever get higher? Why can't my job change? Why can't this relationship be different? Why can't these experiences be different? You want something different, but you're not clear, and you are a powerful creator. So you're taking your energy, you're taking your focus, and you're looking at what's wrong, what you don't like, hoping for it to change without understanding the fact that what you pay attention to, what you give your focus to expands. How clear are you on your expectations for yourself? How clear are you on your expectation for others? How clear are you on your expectations of this experience? And I know some of us don't know what we want. You're thinking, oh, well, Henry, I don't know. I just know I don't like where it's at. I know I'm tired of being broke. I know I'm tired of being hurt. I know I'm tired of being sad, but I don't know what I want. Okay, well then start there. Start with something. What would be better than your current situation? If you're broke, would $1,000 be better? Would $10,000 be better? If you're unhealthy, would losing 10 pounds be better? Would being more athletic be better? Would being more flexible be better? Right? If you hate your job, would a job that supports you more, appreciates you more be better? You can start with something and be clear about it and it not be the final destination, because guess what? There is no final destination here. Everywhere you go is always a part of the journey. You never end up somewhere. You're always in the now. And that's why you don't have to have the perfect vision, but you must have a clear vision. And I would bet that most of us that are on this podcast right now are missing that one factor. You see, you were served a meal and you said, I don't like this meal. And they said, okay, well, what would you like? And you said, I don't know, something different. But this meal is bad. I don't like these foods. I don't like this thing. This is too cold. This is too hot. I don't like. See, you're focused on what you don't want anymore, so much so that you're going to keep creating it in different experiences until you wake up and realize, oh, it's me that needs to change my point of focus. Oh, it's me that needs to change my mindset. Oh, it's me that needs to change my alignment. You see, that's what it's all about. It's all about crystal clear focus on something. It doesn't have to be the thing, but it must be a thing. Because once you realize that you are creating your current experience and then what you focus on expands, then you just need to change that focus point. Go from looking at what's wrong in the world, go from looking what the problem is in the world, go from looking for what's making you upset in the world, and shift into something that's better. I promise you, if you're broke right now, $5,000 would be a good place to start. And then you start writing down, I have $5,000. I am somebody with $5,000 in my bank account. I have this. This is mine. This is my reality. This is my existence. This is my experience. This is me. I am this. I am this. I am this. That type of repetition of something different will make it your reality. And so no, maybe $5,000, maybe losing 10 pounds, maybe a different job isn't the perfect answer, but it moves the experience. You see, if you're standing on fire coals, your feet are burning, it would probably be pretty nice to step in some cold water. You may not want the rest of your life to be cold water, but it's a step up from where you're currently at. You see, you keep thinking you want something to be different without realizing that there's stairs of life, and you could just look at the next stair and step on there and breathe a little bit better, feel a little bit better, tune yourself a little bit more in alignment, because something that is a bit of an answer, something that is a bit of a solution, something that is a bit of a movement forward will help pull you, guess what? Forward. So what are you waiting for? Are you going to keep going on in this energy of this is what's wrong and this is what I don't want and this is what's hurting me and this is what's bad? If you're going to keep doing that, one, you are the most powerful victim on the earth. And then two, you are the most powerful manifester on earth, because nothing manifests better than concrete, highly focused, negative energy. Right? That negative person is so good at finding more negativity, finding more problems, finding more issues, finding more things that will bring them down every single day, because that's what they are. And so if you want to change that external experience, you must change that internal frequency. Start focusing on something. You have to understand that your frequency is what you frequently see, and what you frequently see is what you'll frankly receive. That's how it goes. It's not complicated. In fact, it's so simple that we make it complicated because we can't just accept the fact that it's this simple. Change your life today. Change your life this morning. Grab a piece of paper and start writing something down. You might have writer's block at first, so just draw a freaking picture of something. Draw the sun, draw a stick figure, put something out into creation mode, and then eventually you'll be able to write, I am this. And it may not be the final form, but it'll be something better, something closer, something forward. Because you're not doing that. You're not doing that with belief. You're not doing that with passion. You're not doing it with love. Because if you were, then that would already be your reality. Something I've learned from using the 369 journal, which it's nothing special. It's basically just a book that allows you to write something 3 times, 6 times, and 9 times. You could do this with any kind of notebook, any kind of piece of paper. Something I've learned is that writing something in repetition again and again and again really forces you to think. Really forces you to connect. Because at first when you start writing it, you keep looking back. Okay, this is what I wrote before. This is what I wrote before. This is what I wrote before. And then it starts to flow easier. And then easier. And then easier and easier. And before you know it, you could open that book and write it easily, almost with your eyes closed. You know where every word goes, every I is dotted, every T is crossed. Right? You become so familiar with this thing that becomes a part of you. And as it becomes a part of you, it's easier to say, I am. Right? I started writing this originally, and of course, I'm doing this with money because money's physical, and who doesn't want more money? Right? I've got things where I'm aligning with God and the Spirit. So I started writing, I receive $100,000 per month. Right? Now it's going to change into, I am the man that receives $100,000 a month. I am the man that receives $100,000 a month, because it no longer went from I receive, it became to I am. Because when you have I am, you have I can. And you can do something. You can be something. You can shift your reality. You can make a difference, but you must be clear on it. You have to understand that when I start receiving $100,000 a month, it's impossible to ever be the same at that point. It's impossible to ever be at the same at that point. Because I've manifested my entire life, and you've manifested your entire life. The law of attraction's always been working. You know, quantum physics of quantum shifting, whatever you want to call it, it's all been happening. It doesn't just start when you discover it. It's all in existence. But when you do something big, when you write something down on a piece of paper again and again and again, and you focus and you attract that reality, then it happens, there's no more doubt. There's no more doubt that you are the source of your experience, and you can make it anything and everything you want. It's not about the money. It's not about the relationship. It's not about the career. It's not about the job. It's about your internal state and understanding that you have the power to shift it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. This is a breath of clarity. So as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in a little bit of trust in yourself that you can imagine something better, something bigger. So as you breathe in, allow yourself to receive. As you're holding your breath, allow the message of what it is you should be stepping up into show itself. Could be a new job, could be a promotion, could be $100, could be $1,000. Let it be. And as you exhale, allow the resistance to leave you. Are you ready? Let's go and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you, my friend. Never forget it. Write down your goals, write down your vision, and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful. I'm going to keep this ending short. And I just want to say, if this episode resonated with you, leave a comment, follow the podcast, and share it with somebody. We are on a mission of purpose. So let's share, grow, and expand together. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.